Welcome back to another summit hike in South East Queensland, Australia. Today, you'll find me hiking to achieve Mt Maroon's 966-metre summit in Mt Barney National Park. This is a challenging grade 4 hike, which offers a mix of some sharply ascending rocky trail and also some pretty darn specky cliff views, some technical rock scrambling and some slab rock work. Unfortunately for me today, it was my hardest day out during my 6 weeks of elevation training for the Araroa Trail in New Zealand. Whilst my hike plan didn't go as hoped, I was successful in the end. I'm sorry for all the grunts and groans. Today, I made a major misjudgment with my 11.5 kilo backpack weight. So yes, it was a very difficult day out. Throughout this video, I'll share some insights into my day's nutrition and hydration plan, do a deep dive into the training goals for this day, and I'll also explain more about how I take care of my older body whilst negotiating this quite tricky grade 4 summit hike with its very technical terrain. This is one video you don't want to miss out on, so buckle up if you enjoy seeing someone having a very hard day out on trail. Hi, I'm Jenny and I'm dedicated to adventure. Here's a marker. Yay! Great to be back here again. This is taking me longer than the average hiker, but that's absolutely okay because Mt Maroon is my last summit in my elevation training. Not my last elevation hike, but my last summit. And today I'm not worried about how long it takes. I'm worried about just maintaining a steady pace and really careful foot placement. There's a lot of the track that has been there's lots of little rocks underneath your feet with the footholds, so you've got to be really careful for correct foot placement when you're in my particular situation. Not so much for the general hiker, but for me, absolutely more care needs to be taken, but so far all good. Good morning from the fabulous Mt Maroon summit hike. Again, I have been having some issues with my camera not wanting to video this morning, so I've been taking a heap of photos, but I've just finished what would be considered as a fairly lengthy break because I should have probably had a break before now. In my usual schedule, that's absolutely what I would do, take a break before now. So I've just had half an egg sandwich and over about, I guess I've been here about 30 minutes, very long break for me. I've had 1.2 litres of water with some magnesium and some hydrolyte in it as well. And I've just reached the part where you descend quite sharply down. I have found the track really well marked. up to date, so that's really good. No problems so far. It is very technical. I have 10 kilos in my backpack today, which is a lot for Mt Maroon. A lot of that is water weight, so if I find the weight too much, then I have the option, of course, to dump some of that water, and I certainly will do that on the way back down because I don't want to be putting all that pressure on my knees. So I'll just turn the camera around so that you can see the little descent that I have, because it is fairly significant with weight on a backpack and with mobility, little intricacies in my particular situation. Oh, jeez. Yeah, so this is my route down here. So I'm going zigzagging all the way down. And it probably doesn't look much on camera, but that is definitely quite the descent. So I will be taking my time, and there's the summit of Mt Maroon. Actually, that's not the summit, that's just the first high point up there. So I still have quite a ways to go. It was very steep to get down, but I made it, so all good. And now I am headed off in this direction. There are other hikers on trail. This is a very, very popular trail. It is technical. Mt Maroon. Got to concentrate. Just show you the views here though, because they're very, very spectacular. Hard work, I love it. Love the hard work aspect of the personal challenge. And now I am headed off over this way. So this is very good elevation training today, in that it's technical. And if I wanted to do a harder, more substantial summit, the next jump up from Mt Maroon is Mt Barney. So I'm not going to be doing that one as part of my prep from the Araroa trail. I just don't feel that that's necessary, because I just don't want to be injuring my body at this point. I'm just minimising the risk of injury at the moment. Yeah, I definitely stuffed it up this morning as far as my hydration plan. You know, I usually stop every 60 minutes, and I didn't this morning. There's a spot that I had in mind that I wanted to sit and have breakfast at, and so I kept pushing on to get to that point. And maybe the track's changed since I walked this 5 years ago, because I haven't reached that spot yet. Just if I can move the camera up, or I don't know if you can see that high risk of rockfall. So I just need to be concentrating along here really well. We'll see how this filming goes from the waist. I'll have to show you at some stage some of the things I'm doing, little hacks I'm doing to film without carrying weight. The system that I've got around my waist at the moment is literally just a couple of rubber bands with a S-clip. I don't know whether this is going to come out on the video as being as hard as a ascent as this section was for me. I just don't remember this track being like this last time. I know it's 5 years, but I just don't remember some of these sections. I just don't remember. So I really kind of feel like there was a different route back then. Because I didn't get to the spot where I remember walking up last time. I thought, oh, I'm going to have a break there next time. I didn't recognise that, didn't see it. There's the next bit, uppity, up we go. I have ended up dumping some water from my pack. So my pack's probably now sitting at about 8 kilos. Or maybe 7.5 at the very least. At the very least. And I'll definitely be dumping the majority of it for the way down. Okay, once again, I need to concentrate. Use both hands. This is what I've just climbed up. And when I say climb, it's a rock scramble. In hikers' terms, it's hikers climbing, but in climbing terms, it's actually a rock scramble. But nevertheless, it's still hard with this pack on. I am definitely not having weight in this pack on the way down. Oh. And I'm going up here next and across up there. I have to be honest, and there have been a number of times so far where Mt Maroon has me questioning my life choices today, and the idea of carrying such a heavy pack. I'm just going to keep on dumping water, preserving, of course, my drinking water, but the pack's definitely throwing me off balance. Oh, gosh. And you don't need that in terrain like this. So, so I've only been filming on the easy bits. I'm tracking myself on all trails. So this is definitely the route. Still working my way up the cliffs of Mt Maroon. And as far as safety is concerned, being a solo hiker, as usual, my mountain man, along with my other safety contacts, are digitally tracking me today. There's a great phone signal up here, so that's good. And I have done a formal, proper check-in, very detailed, and been very honest. I've done one of those so far, but all's going well. Just hard. What a challenge. Going up. Sorry, the light's a bit glary now. Should have been up here way earlier. This is what I've just climbed up. I've drunk a heap more water from my pack. And when I get up the top, I need to eat as much as possible just to get this weight down in the backpack, because I definitely misjudged what I'd be capable climbing today with 10 kilos in my backpack. So at the moment I would be down to maybe 6.5, which should be a lot easier, but there's just some really difficult parts. I've reached a saddle bit. Oh, there's another marker. Very nice. Trail's really well marked. Oh, geez, that was hard. Oh. Yeah, you're not wrong. Right, now this is where it becomes tricky because there's multiple paths up here. So I'm going to check my all trails to make sure that I'm taking the correct route. Lovely grass trees up here, and you won't be able to see it through the trees, I don't think. If I'm sounding tired, it's because I am. Oh, I don't think this... I don't know if this is right or not. Oh no, yeah, I'm good. I could have gone the other way as well. I remember this bit. Yeah, it's just weird that I don't remember. I just don't remember the other stuff being as technical as it is for me. Not for general hikers, but for me. Oh, I remember being here last time and saying, oh, I'd kill to bring a hiking tent, come up here and camp. And I don't believe you're allowed to, but that's preferably what I'd rather do, is come up here and camp. And then you could do, oh, there she is up there. That's where I'm headed. It's not a she, it's a he. And then I could do both sunrise, sunset. Oh wow, look at these. These are cool. Wow. Hey grandson, Grandma loves you. Grandma's up in the mountains climbing today. And it's a spicy mountain that Grandma's climbing today, Mt Maroon, with my backpack. It has, I've just finished the hard section on it. The rest is a lot easier, but Grandma just wanted to say hello. She loves you very much. And I'm going to ring your daddy from the summit. That'll be fun. FaceTime. Love you. Kisses. Just talking to some other hikers, her father and son. We're up here today. What day is it today? Today is Thursday. And they are locals and they do this climb fairly regularly and have been doing it for a couple of decades, and they confirmed that the area that I went through that I found really hard has deteriorated over the last 4 or 5 years with different rain that we've had, but just the volume of people on the track, and a lot of it's really washed out, and some of the trees that you hold on to for handholds have been broken. So that was interesting. Making great progress now. Not far, still got quite a bit to do, but not too far. Great to see the leptospermum out. This part reminds me of doing the Grampians Peaks Trail. Very, very similar. Oh, just gorgeous. I do love these flowers. Absolute sucker for those. Oh, just watch where I'm putting my feet. There's another marker there. Another trail marker. I'm just on the, just on the slab section at the moment. There we go. Maroon route. Up this way. There's the summit. Sorry about the heavy breathing. Hard work. Routes up that way. I don't know if you can pick out the triangle. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, so more up. It's very valuable training for me today. Woohoo, I'm learning heaps about my prep for the Araroa and transferring the decision-making part of what I'm doing today. Thinking about how I'd handle the Araroa, and I have been applying that to what I'm doing here, so that's good. But I love these flowers. I'm just stopping to film. There's absolutely no way I can film this. As I'm walking, each time I stop, I'm wedging myself on a rock so that I can film and give you at least something. Gotta be safe. Man, this is like the Grampians Peaks Trail. Oh, loving this bit. Just taking my time. Oh, wow. Oh, morning Gumtree. Oh, morning scenic rim views. Oh, goodness. beautiful. Still got a bit of up to go. But not much more at this point now. Oh boy. Looking forward to having a more egg sandwich, that's for sure. I brought 2 with me today. I wish I could have filmed the hard stuff, but there's just no way. Sorry for the grunting and groaning. Oh goodness. It's a hard day in the office today, but very worthwhile. Oh wow. Oh my gosh. Wow. We were just over there. I did a Mount Cordeaux, Bear Rock, Morgan's Walk, Mount Mitchell, and there's Mount Edwards over there. Really cool. Cool views. Remember last time I was here, I swore to myself if I ever came up again, I'd go and explore this part of Mt Maroon. But now that I know what I've got to do to get down for today, and you know, you're looking at your capabilities on any given day, so I shall not be doing that today. Still more up to go. See the track marker? Just got this bit to scramble up. Like Mugara over there, where we were camped when I was doing Mount Cordeaux, Bear Rock, Morgan's Walk, Mount Mitchell, Mount Edwards is just there too. Almost at the summit. Up the final bit, a bit up there. Doop, 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 doop. Oh, I am having a fabulous day. It's been a very good challenge. I'm learning heaps. Yeah, it's hard. Over the back there we have Mt Barney, and then the funny shaped one is Mt Lindsay. But as always, the views are epic. It's good to see Mt Barney again. It's pretty hazy today, there's a lot of little burning off. There's Lake Mugara just there, burning off, so it's pretty hazy unfortunately, but it is lovely. And our caravan is parked just down there. We started with our son, and I'm about to do one with my mountain man. I've just had another egg sandwich and made up yet another bottle of hydrolyte magnesium rocker. Because I am sweating up a storm. I do not enjoy doing this stuff in hot weather. It's not actually hot at the moment because we're in August, but it's hotter than it would normally be for me on a day that I choose to do this sort of hiking. You're lying down on my 3mm Cosmic gear little foam pad. I've blown up my sea to summit pillow. Just elevating these feet before I have to leave Mt Maroon's summit. Yeah, they're going to need a bit of help, so elevation is a good thing. Great day to be on another summit. This time Mt Maroon, 966 metres. And in the background we have Mt Barney and also Mt Lindsay. So absolutely epic up here. It's going to be a challenge getting down, that's for sure. But it is beautiful, absolutely gorgeous here. Done my safety check-ins now, and I've had a bit of a lay-down actually, and elevated my feet, had plenty to eat, well hydrated, all of that good stuff. So now I'm pretty much ready to head back down. Last chunk of elevation training as far as summits concerned. We did have a delightful track called Hell. I'll get to my last one, and we'll be on to the multi-day rotations of the Sunshine Coast, including Great Walk, 4 days, 6 days, 8 days, is my final bit of training for the team. That's the easy part of the descending done. Now I'm starting the hard stuff, and just turn around and get into a better position. Make sure my hand holds are secure, and I'll just turn the camera around so you can see what I'm talking about. So we're going down there. There's the bottom, long way down. And for me, this is absolutely very complex. I'm making progress. None of it's easy. It's requiring a lot of focus from my brain on correct foot placement. And when I say that, it's about how I'm distributing the weight through my ankles and feet. I don't have any sensation in my feet, so it's that I pick up those signals from my calf muscles and my ankles. So one step at a time, being very careful, just kind of checking the weight load before I put all of the weight on it as I'm descending. Another break. Chalky milkshake, protein powder, collagen, all the good stuff in there. I'm still up pretty high, but I have made it down all of the stuff that was really challenging for me. And so I'm just taking a break here. And I'll show you where I am. See, it's still up pretty high. And I'm just starting to think about the key takeaways for today. Things that I've got right. I've already expressed the one thing that I've got wrong, which is coming up here with too heavy a pack. But the things that I've got right. So I'm really pleased with my pace today. I'm really pleased with the way that I've been being very careful with the foot placement in regards to my ankles and knees. I've been very, very careful to test the weight before I put the weight down through my ankles, just because of the nature of the complex terrain here and my particular little situation. And I haven't had any injuries. There's been no twisted knees, no twisted ankles. Mindset wise, it has been one of my harder days. There's no two ways about that. I've been very honest with my family about that. You know, most days are just fine. And I think the thing that is compounding my experience today and making it harder is that I managed to have one of those nights where I didn't sleep. And so I slept an hour here, and then I was awake another hour there, and I was up at 10 to 4 this morning. So I've had very little sleep, and that definitely makes it harder to concentrate with the brain. But I've done that really, really well, even though it's been very, very hard. And it's definitely made me feel tighter, but I have been very careful with my nutrition today and supplements and hydration, and I've taken lots of frequent rest breaks. So I'm happy with that. Spinal based chronic pain definitely is kicking up now. And had I had a good night's sleep, then I would have already been back in our caravan by now. But I said right at the start that it doesn't bother me, not even in the slightest, how long today took. It was about, number one, doing it safely. Number two, being really careful with my knees and ankles, just being really careful of my foot placement, maintaining concentration for what is a very, very long day for me today. A lot of people do this in 6 hours or even less. Some people do it in 3 or 4. For me, though, in my particular situation, we'll see what the time is when we finish, but it's going to be one of my really longer, much longer days, and it's because of all of the rock scrambling and low grade climbing, and how hard I've found that today with my pack. And just being older, I've just honestly found it harder, but still a lot of positives have come out of today, and all I need to do now is finish off my chocolate milk. Yum yum. It's icy cold. It was frozen this morning, so it's so good because it's hot here. And admire the views while I'm sitting here amongst the grass trees and my gorgeous rocks, and get down safely. And I've been in contact with my mountain man, with my safety contacts the entire way. FaceTime video. Heaps of fun, so it's time to be down. The rock scrambling is pretty much finished now, so soon I'll be able to stop and get my trekking poles back out again. And I tell you what, my lower body's going to be grateful about that, because they help so much to distribute the load, and I could do with a bit of distributing the load right now. A lot more careful when I'm placing my weight down, when I'm taking this big, like 2 foot descent drop down, that I don't step too harshly on my ankles, because I can't feel my feet, so it's easy to stomp. So I'm trying to let my knees take the load and step down very gently. But of course the knees are saying, oh, it's been a fun day, but I've had enough of this now. Oh. And yes, there's been a bit of work getting down things on my bottom. And it's just one of those things when you're dealing with mobility challenges, you've just got to adapt and find different ways of doing things. And so I suppose my day's been pretty full on in the adapting, finding different ways to manoeuvre my body to achieve the same goals as the rest of the population. If I had not have slowed down, and been super careful, then I definitely would have sustained an injury. But I haven't done anything like that. Everything's gone really well. Lime green of the grass tree, that new growth is just delightful. Yes, I'm trying very hard not to twist my feet, not to twist my ankles when I'm placing them, when I'm pulling them out between rock crevices, all that sort of thing. It's just something as you get older, you have to be a lot more careful about. So this has been a real puzzle for me today, a real puzzle for my brain to work out. But overall, I'm pleased, dealing with almost no sleep. And my choice with the pack just equates to slowing the pace. To go as slow as we need to in order to get the job done safely. The time's free. Injuries are not free. Dealing with them not at all. But the time's free. right ankle, the one I had the complex reconstruction on in, I think it was the first week of March. It's doing really well. There's still some pain with it. I'm still very aware that it's been operated on. What are we in now? August. However, as far as stability, it is rock solid. I just stepped a bit awkwardly then. No, that didn't feel very good. Yes, I put an artificial tendon in, and the advantage to doing that rather than using like trying to do a ligament repair or trying to get a tendon from elsewhere in the body, the advantage of an artificial tendon is that it will never break. They're not as flexible as I was when we were caravanning around Australia and I was climbing a lot. And when we came home the 2 years after that, I was climbing a lot, doing a lot of stretching. So flexibility is not where I would like it to be, I would say, in preparation for the Araroa. So that's going to mean all of the groundwork when you're down on the ground, when you're having to try and kneel or sit, getting in and out of the tent, performing jobs in the tent, kneeling to pack stuff away, that sort of thing is going to be one of my mental challenges that I'm going to have to face. Pretty in the afternoon light. Still continuing my descent. My lower limbs are extremely happy, as is my brain, with my being able to get my trekking poles out again, put my body into 4-wheel drive. This point in the day, I definitely need the help with balance and stability. So that's really helping. How glorious is this? Wow. What a magical day. Back down where I started this morning. My brain, being me, has been busy in the whole evaluation phase the last bit of the way down, and so I wanted to run through a little bit of that with you. So all day long I've had 2 very wise owls on each of my shoulders. Michael, my physio, and Adam, my exercise physiologist, both incredible professionals. And so they've been coaching me all the way down. They've just taught me so much about, the consequences of some of the choices we make when we're trying to achieve our goals, and that time is free. Just take your time. Don't get caught up in the whole pace debate. Make sure that you're placing those more delicate parts of your body appropriately. Rate of perceived exertion, yeah, so I'm really tired, scores. So the worst one is brain concentration. So I would rate the difficulty of that at a 10 out of 10 today. My brain managed to pull through and concentrate the entire way down. Just in the last, it's always in that bit where you can see the home stretch almost, but the terrain in this situation is all shaly down the bottom and very slippery, lots of rocks to roll on. My brain at that stage really wanted to just fly off with the butterflies and be in golden hour mode and just go in autopilot, and it was a real struggle to keep it saying, no, you've got a job to do and you haven't finished yet. You still need to concentrate on your foot placement. If we look at the rate of perceived exertion as far as a physicality point of view is concerned, I'd honestly have to put that for me today at a 9 out of 10. I would say had I have slept better, then I would have been able to rate that at an 8 out of 10. But for today, it was a 9 out of 10. So, and the amount of hours, so what did we say? 8.5 hours. So that's a long day with with little sleep. I ended up taking 5 breaks today. Normally I would have taken one about 2/3 the way up of Mt Maroon. There it is over the top. And I would have taken one on the summit, and I would have taken one on the way down, but I ended up taking 5 today, and I really needed all of those. Ability/flexibility score, and I'm pretty disappointed in that score today. I would say that I'm ranging between a 6.5 and a 7. Some of that is because of my spinal fusing, but some of it is just where I'm at with my knees. They have become a bit tight this afternoon. I'm not in any pain with them, but when I was in those situations where I had to bend my knees completely to sit down on my bottom in order to lower my feet down to the next bit, I felt that my knees were really tight, which means they're swollen, and as Michael, my physio, would say, Jenny, they're crying. They're going to need a little bit of help. I'm going to be having gel injections in them soon, which will help. When I get back to the caravan after I've had a shower and everything, I will be elevating my feet. That worked well at lunch when I was up on the summit. And so I'll do that to aid recovery of the feet and ankles. But anyway, a very good day out in the trail today. Yes, it was very, very complex, very difficult for me. No two ways about that. But from a concentration training point of view, it was a very valuable day, because there are going to be lots of days on the Araroa trail where I'm going to be tired, where I'm going to be battling with my concentration, and part of my strategy in that situation will be to slow my pace like I did today, but also shorten my days on those particular days. But today was a very good lesson in that. I'm endlessly grateful to my body today. It has given me absolutely the world today. I don't think it could have given me any more, really. So very grateful to my body, very grateful to my safety contacts who have been tracking me all day, communicating with me. I've been communicating with them constantly. I think I was a bit off in my pack weight estimates today too, when I said I had 10 kilos on board. Should have weighed it, didn't. When I've done the maths, actually, I reckon I had 11 or 11.5, because what I've ended up with now would have to be 5.5, because I know in my backpack, so my backpack weighs about, it's a kilo or 1.1 kilos in weight empty. It has 4 1 kilo weights out of my weight vest, so there's definitely 4 kilos in there. It's already up to 5 with a backpack. I've got a power bank, battery, first aid kit. I had about 700 grams of food. I've got an avocado left, didn't quite smash that, but ate everything else. What else is in there at the moment? My Cedar Summit Thermarest large mattress, which I think weighs about 635 grams. So yes, I'd have to have around 5.5 kilos in there. So it's been a difficult and challenging day with the pack weight today, but successful in the end. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you following along. I hope you're finding some value in these adventures of mine as I prepare for my upcoming long distance hike in New Zealand.